In today's video, we are going to share with you our tips on how to choose the best and right lube for you. If you've ever felt puzzled on which one to choose for which circumstances, hopefully today's video is going to help you understand those more and know exactly what you need. I am Céline Remy, the Intimacy Angel.
And I'm Kevin Anthony, the Truth Warrior. And if you've ever ruined a sex toy because you chose the wrong lube, then make sure that you like, share, and subscribe.
True story, I have ruined a sex toy using the wrong lube, and that's probably why, who hasn't, right?
I think pretty much everybody has.
You know, really it comes down to three things that you can use when it comes down to the lube. Number one is to use a silicone-based lube. Now, silicone-based works really well in terms of being very slippery and last for a long time. The reason that it lasts for a long time is because it's a little bit chemical, you know, it's made with this synthetic polymer and, you know, it just does the job and lasts a long time. However, silicone-based and several of your sex toys or condoms are not always compatible.
Yeah, you may have heard that like can remove like, so to speak. Like, let's say you have something very oil-based that you got on your hands, you can use something oil-based to remove it because the oil will lift the oil. Well, there's a similar thing here, which is a lot of your current sex toys are made out of this like soft silicone-y material. And so using a silicone-based lube will actually break down the silicone of the toy. And it seems fine, you put it away, you go to take it out the next time you want to use it, and you're like, what happens to my toy? And it's basically destroyed at that point. So do not use silicone-based lubes on certain sex toys, most sex toys.
But remember, silicone is slick and slippery. You can use it in the shower and it works really well. So that would be for those circumstances.
All right, the second one on the list are water-based lubes. Water-based lubes are the ones that you can use with said silicone-based sex toys. They work really well for that. They will not harm the toys in any way. They're generally made with very safe ingredients as well. I mean, obviously always read your package because not everything is created the same. But they're generally pretty good not only for the toys but for your body. The one downside to the water-based lubes is they tend to dry out faster. They just don't last as long, which means you have to apply more frequently.
One little tip, if your lube, your water-based lube gets a little dry, just spit a little bit, use a little bit of saliva, and it will extend its life and just make it last a little bit longer. Now, the third option would be to use an oil-based, which is like natural. So you could use something like coconut oil, vitamin E oil, or aloe vera. And like anything, everybody is slightly different in terms of what works and what doesn't work. So some people are like, wow, this is so good. Like, I love coconut oil for external massages. It's awesome because it doesn't stain the sheets, so you can use it to like touch each other. It's nice if you can lick it, you can eat it, like no problem. Now for internal lube, it works fine. However, if you use it a lot and often, the coconut oil, for example, has a different pH that can throw off the delicate balance of the vagina. So some women find it that it's not feeling the best for them, while other women are fine with it. So it's a little bit harder to tell which one is best. So you gotta go with, well, how your body reacts.
Yeah, now keep in mind that the downside with the oil-based lubes is that they also don't work with a lot of sex toys.
Do not use with your sex toy.
Yeah, so and condoms as well, you know. So the certain lubes, especially the silicone and the oil ones, can have a problem with certain types of condoms as well. And that would be a big problem. So make sure that you are only using lubes that work well with the type of condoms that you're using, because you don't want the condom to break down and fail on you.
Now remember that whatever you put on your skin gets absorbed, whatever you put inside of your vagina gets absorbed. So think about what can you use that's the most natural possible. There are a lot of companies out there now that are offering more organic, natural option with less chemical things that you really don't want to put on your skin. So we tend to prefer these type of companies because again they feel better on the body, they're better for the earth and the planet, so hey, it's a better choice. But again, read the packages, read on the compatibility because not everything works well. And then unfortunately with lube, there's not really one that's like the one for everyone. So we recommend you buy a small tube at first, try it out with you and your partner how this one works out, and then if it's the winner, then you go for a bigger size because then it works for you. And try to be as natural as possible if it's something that you use regularly. Again, you want to have something that's not going to throw off the balance of the pH inside of her vagina, and then you should be able to just have slippery sex. And remember, there is no shame in using lube. Lube is just fine, and you know, if you don't get there naturally, please use plenty of lube because it makes sex so much better.
And you never know, you can use lube for other things too. If it's coconut oil, you can cook with it, eat it. I had a water-based lube for years that I used to use for the brake lever pistons on my mountain bike.
Multifunction.
You never know.
We hope that this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in our next video.